Hi there crafters, Louise with you today. Thanks for checking out this video. It's another take on the 3 old 3 new. So the chipboard circles were the inspiration for this layout. I had them from a previous Kitaholic kit and they were a challenge for me to use. So I decided to really test my creativity and get them onto a layout. I have a brand new 49er Market background paper. I have this old patterned paper which I've recently cleaned up some stash of papers and sorted them a little bit differently. I've got some Thickers word titles, the very old Cocoa Vanilla Happy Days sticker sheet, which I'm really going to try hard to use as much of as I can, and then the Obed Marshall enamel dots, which were also part of a Kitaholic kit that I didn't actually use when I was kit creating. Now, I must apologize in advance. I do lose part of my video, but I really wanted to show you how I ended up using those circle elements. So, firstly, my photo is one of those really tricky ones where I snapped the photo and then it was a struggle to actually create with. So this is a photo of Master C, who managed to get stuck in his own shirt. So he was trying to get undressed to go and have a shower, and as he did that, he actually got trapped in his shirt. And so I actually really like the fact that this Thicker's word titles have this one called Everyday Moments, and I think that it is the perfect way to describe this photo. It is just an everyday moment. It's not a fancy photo. It is in our living room, and it is the story all about how he got stuck in his own shirt. So I want to work around my photo a little bit. Obviously with this sticker sheet, some of them are quite suitable, some of them really are not super applicable to this particular layout, but as you can see, I'm so close to finishing this sticker sheet. I'm going to try to get every little one on there that I can. I have also torn that strip down the middle of that patterned paper, and it's got that sort of rainbow pop to it. I go back to the stash of papers and I pull this one out, and I actually really like both sides of it. So it has to now be layered up and be form some more torn layers behind this particular main item, and this just goes to show how very little of a patterned paper you actually use in your stash when you do it like this and you just tuck it behind other layers. You know, that was mostly that cut apart, and you can see that it was just the tiniest little peak that's going to poke out, but the effect is quite intriguing as well, and I'm going to flip that final rainbow paper down. Now, I need to make sure that I have a spot for my journaling. Being a layout about these everyday moments, the story is what matters. Yes, the photos are important, but somebody looking back on this is actually going to wonder why, you know, you can't actually see who this is in the photo. There's no indication of what they're actually doing. So the journaling is going to form a really important part. I'm still struggling at this point in the layout to use these circular pieces, and I feel like they're too chunky as chipboard pieces, so I'm going to peel a little bit of that extra cardboard off the back of them and start with some thinner elements. And I put the layout aside, turned the camera off, and thought about it a little bit more and thought, oh, I can put some circles around behind there as well and make them part of a feature. I also pulled out the little take note journal. You'll see shortly this video is actually going to cut out, so you are going to miss some of this, and I do apologize, but at the end of this video I'll just explain what actually happened and how I added the elements and put the final finishing touches together. So part of when I create, I like to make a bit of a border on there as well. So what you miss is the border around the outside, the circles layered at the top with the little enamel dot circles as well, the journaling, a little bit of additional sticker work, and the positioning of that title down in that lower section. So that's the finished product. I'm sorry you missed part of the video. You can blame my phone for not recording it, but thank you for sticking with it and for watching.